Yes, guys, welcome from me. It's Championship Manager 0102, the latest instalment on the Game On Challenge with myself and Matt Collier Brown. Now, we reached a new milestone last night. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to restore this as a solo game, so you guys know. We reached a new milestone yesterday. And it's bizarre because the last week, Matt's been on holiday for like the last 9-10 days. And as I said this in my previous video, we've still managed to sneak in an hour here, there. I say we, Matt, who took his laptop on holiday, we've snuck in an hour pretty much every night. We did a couple of hours Saturday morning, and we did a couple of hours last night. And we have got to the end of Season 11 on our ODB game. If you want any reminders on what this game's all about, pop it in the comments down there and I will answer anything for you. But the ODB and the end of Season 11, without any spoilers, that is Matt, and you can see where Matt's finished. I didn't know where that was going to fire up. So Matt didn't win the title. I think it was always going to be a big ask for Matt to try and dethrone what I should have felt was dethrone Valencia. But I did also point out that Barcelona had spent a few quid as well. So it's going to be another season for Matt then at Real Madrid. Matt, of course, he got knocked out of both cups, the Domestic Cup and the UEFA Cup, which I think he was hoping that would spearhead a title challenge. I truly believe, right, if the season had gone on much further, he'd have done it. And I know I said that when he didn't succeed at Paris Saint-Germain, when I thought he would. But I think what was a killer for him, realistically, was that one there when he lost it at home to Atletico. He had Casillas sent off. Everything went wrong. If that weren't bad enough, which one was it? That one there as well. Kelter. I mean, last 2 minutes, they were killers. They were absolute killers for him. Nevertheless, Matt has got 2 players arriving next season's 7 capped quota. They are decent. In fact, yeah. So Paul Ince Regen is finally going to join one of us. He's been knocking about for some years, as you can see. And Ryan Giggs Regen, absolute splendid player. To be fair, we're sharing our regens. Any fines, we share them. We both rename them. And Giggs, Matt says, Giggs is retired. And I went to the Welsh under-21s and boom, I found him straight away. He was never going to be happy to join me, to be fair. He was always going to go Real Madrid ahead of Porto. So, that is 2 really good signings there. That will really spearhead. I'm not sure where he's going to play Giggs, in all honesty, given he don't play wingers. So that's quite interesting. He did say to me he's going to fuck off Raul. Raul's been shocking for him. Well, I say shocking, just not good enough. Da Costa. Fucking hell. COVID. Stoichkov, the regen Stoichkov, solid player, although, I don't know, he ain't really warranted his value, is he? Because that value he paid out for him, 17.5, took most of his money. Okay, so now let's go to me, Porto, and boom, we did it. Not only did we do it, but we did it unbeaten as well. Last season, where we finished second place to Faranese, was, I'll say a season from hell. We had an improvement, and another 7 players. We had to do something special, and we did. That was really, I was really delighted. Now, interestingly, right, the last game of the season, Faranese was second, Varzim were third, and Sporting were fourth. And the last game of the season, Sporting leapfrogged with their 4-2 victory over what was going to be a difficult-looking game against Prague. Varzim lost, and Farazin drew. So Sporting made the Champions League. That weren't it. That weren't the only thing. We also won the cup. So we did a good enough job right there. And then you can see right there, the Champions League, it was harsh. It was really harsh. I mean, we only just scraped out of Phase 2. We were on the brink of elimination until we scored in the 87th minute against Paris Saint-Germain. Deservedly so. We should never have been in that position because the first game against Paris Saint-Germain that we lost, 3-2. We should never have lost. And then came the quarterfinals. So we scraped in. We lost the first leg at Lazio 2-1. I was still relatively confident on that, given the away goal. But look at that. Look at that. I was fucking seething. I really was. So we eliminated out the Champions League. I was seething, but it was all about winning the league. And of course, we'll have another 7 signers next season. I don't think we've got anybody coming already now. We're losing players. The question really begs is, are we going to be here next season? Now, it's funny, right? Because we now match Matt for a number of league titles. The only difference is, all mine, I think I've got 6 different countries. Matt has got about 3 or 4. But we're 7 apiece at the minute. But just after I clinched the title, I think I clinched it with 6 games to go. Something like that. There was a job come vacant. And I did apply for it, I ain't going to lie to you. And I didn't get it. It was Bayern Munich. And I would have gladly taken Bayern Munich. I was pissed off. They've been offering me jobs all over the place. Udene's offered me, you can see. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, they linked me. They offered me Arsenal earlier in the season, funnily enough. Why is it telling me about the banner peel on the job page there? What else did we get? Can't remember what else they sent me. Oh, okay. I don't know where it's gone to. But what I do know... No. Right, okay, must have just gone out because Bayak appointed the Ajax manager. I know that. Bayak appointed the Ajax manager. Now, as I said, you know, Benfica. So Benfica became available. Will I be here next season? Who knows? Because ideally I want a job. Obviously, I do want a job. The number of regens continues to get more and more and more. You know, it is a milestone. We're coming up to season 12. I don't think I or Matt would have ever anticipated such a successful game. Where next for me? I know where needs to be next, if I'm truly honest with you. And if I do it like this, so Liverpool, France, Spain, Italy, Holland, Portugal. This game was started based on my own 7-Up game. So in order to achieve the 7-Up game, what we need Germany. Now, Germany's going to be difficult. There's no doubt about that. Let's have a look. So if we do the landmarks, yeah. So they. No, do you know what? I didn't even fucking realise who it was that got the job. It was Diego Maradona. But I did apply for it, so I was a little bit fucking hacked off with that. Well, that's interesting. Dortmund are nowhere near. Bayern won it last season. He resigned, actually. Their manager resigned. I mean, I would love one of these jobs. I would happily take the Dortmund job if it came available. Agahoa, he's going, is he? Going to Arsenal. He's always injured. Quick look on Agahoa. We spoke about Agahoa. Look at that. Couple of broken foots. A few. But the way I read these broken foots, just a little one, right? So he got a broken foot on the 21st of May last year. But then he got another broken foot, and he was out for 3 months. But he got another broken foot 2 months later. So that tells me they played him in light training. So tough shit. He got into 4 months. They played him 3 months later. So that, fucking spastics. I would happily take that job if it came available. I would say they're rich. Did they have 102,000 last time? Matt, can you help on that one? Facilities, 102,000 stadium? That is fucking outrageous. So yeah, I would look at maybe taking Dortmund. I would take Dortmund. Would I want to go back to Italy? Italy would be an option. Lazio won the title. Now let me point out, Lazio were in the Champions League final where they met Barcelona. And it finished 4-0 to Barcelona. So it was a quality year, really, for Lazio, for Barcelona. Sorry, you know, they certainly did a job. Barcelona are only secure, funnily enough, and they've not got the biggest squad in the world, have they? So that probably wouldn't appeal to me. So there we are. That is where we're at then, on the latest instalment of this epic game. We're obviously planning a session either tonight or tomorrow, and it's going to be a boring session. You can see the date where we're at, 26th of May. We've just literally concluded the cup final. I think Valencia won the cup final in Spain. But for me, you know, we've got a few key regens in Zaghi. I mean, he's still only 19. Baggio, he's picking up. Certainly. Desai, he's picked up. But in particular, Oliver Kahn, who's played a big chunk of the season, was signed very, very young. We also brought that other goalkeeper in. I can't remember if I had him last time. That was our penultimate signing. Omar Reyes has been absolutely brilliant for me. 19 assists. Chris Commons, been injured a bit, but he's done a good enough job. And that is where we are at then. So that is that. Anything you want to add to this, do share it with me. And until next time from me, guys, take it easy.